The Nintendo Switch 2 is finally here, at least for some of us. We here in the Philippines will have to wait just a little bit longer. Regardless, more and more accessories for the newly released console are popping up online. In my last video, we looked at the case options from D-Brand, Skull & Co. / Savage Raven, Satisfy, and Spigen. In this video, we're going to be checking out the offerings from Genki, Mumba, Supcase, Jsaux, and Plenbo. Let's get to it! Genki has a full lineup of accessories for Nintendo's latest and greatest, with two case offerings, the Attack Vector and Force Field. The Attack Vector is a $50 case that looks like Genki's answer to both the D-Brand Kill Switch and the Savage Raven by Skull & Co. Neo Grip. Features-wise, this thing seems to do it all. You get full coverage, all-around protection, while still keeping the kickstand usable and the Joy-Cons detachable. For an additional $10, you can get a front cover like on the Kill Switch. The grips are swappable here like on the Neo Grip with 3 options to choose from. The Attack Vector claims to be dockable, but once again, I'm wary of this sort of claim when paired with tempered glass screen protectors. Genki also does sell these, and they say that they're dock-friendly, but I wish we could know for sure that there won't be any docking issues when using both the screen protector and the case. Probably the most unique feature of these Genki cases though is the magnet on the back, allowing for attaching other accessories. It looks like a power bank is the only compatible accessory they're offering as of this writing, but they could come out with more down the line, although I'm not sure what else you might want to have attached to your Switch like this. Genki's other case is the Minimalist Force Field for $30. This is a one-piece translucent case that seems to have been designed to be as thin as possible. Unlike other one-piece cases like the Stand Grip from Savage Raven by Skull & Co., this one allows for Joy-Con detaching with a clever hinge mechanism. I have some concerns though about the durability of the hinge and possible scratches on the Joy-Cons from repeatedly snapping the case on and off. The Force Field is also dockable, allows access to the kickstand, has some built-in grips, and the same magnetic ring as the Attack Vector. You can also get a front cover for an additional $10. All in all, Genki's offerings are very compelling. You certainly won't be left wanting in terms of features, and you can get it all for a significantly lower price than the equally feature-packed D-Brand Kill Switch. Dockability is the only big question mark for me, which is true for a lot of these Switch 2 cases. Their other accessories are also very tempting. I've never really needed a power bank for my V2 Switch 1, but it looks like the Switch 2 might need it based on the battery life numbers stated by Nintendo. Having it magnetically attached to the console sounds pretty nice, although weight might become a concern. I've never owned any Genki products before, and it looks like availability may be a concern for us here in the Philippines. There are some Genki products being sold by local retailers like DataBlitz, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of them. Here's hoping that we get the full suite of accessories for the Switch 2. Mumba has 2 case offerings for the Switch 2 listed on their website. The first is the $21 Mumba Blade, which has a lot of similarities with the Genki Force Field. You also get a hinge design here, alongside the one-piece construction, allowing for detaching the Joy-Cons. Again, the same concerns apply here with regard to the hinge durability and the potential for Joy-Con damage. There's no information on the specific materials here, but it looks like the clear portion may be a hard polycarbonate, while the black parts may be a softer TPU. This may mitigate some of the Joy-Con damage concerns, but that remains to be seen. The blade also claims to be dockable and has a very edgy, angular design that I'm not sure I like very much. The Mumba Clear case is a $21 single-piece soft TPU case that can be had in one of 2 colors. This is a pretty straightforward case without any of the bells and whistles like hinges or game card slots. It also claims to be dockable and has a more rounded design than the Mumba Blade. There's a third Mumba case, the Titan, that I found through an Amazon search. It's not featured on their website, which is strange. It's a $23 single-piece case that also features hinges for the Joy-Cons and is advertised as dockable. The unique feature of this case is a pretty hefty built-in kickstand that doubles as game cartridge and micro SD card storage. Supcase's lone case offering for the Switch 2 is the UB or Unicorn Beetle Pro. This is a very similar case to the Mumba Blade, which makes sense as Supcase and Mumba have the same parent company. The UB Pro has the same hinge design, is also dockable, and we get confirmation this time of the material composition being a polycarbonate and TPU combination. The design language is also similar, and so I'm not too crazy about it, but once again it is quite affordable at $22 and you get 4 color options as well. Jsaux has 6, count 'em, 6 protective case offerings for the Switch 2. Let's look at them from lowest price to highest to make things a bit less confusing. First up is a single-piece soft TPU case for $17 discounted from $20. This has some integrated grips and isn't dockable. Next is a single-piece case reminiscent of the Mumba Blade but without the hinge mechanism. It costs $20 discounted from $26. It's made of a mix of hard polycarbonate and soft TPU and is listed as dockable. Next up, for $22 discounted from $26, is a 3-piece hard case that's made of PC and silicone. Although I'm not quite sure where the silicone is, it has interchangeable grips, is dockable, and allows access to the kickstand. The way they've implemented this is by just leaving almost the entire bottom half of the main console body uncovered. Up next, for $23 discounted from $25, is a 3-piece mostly hard-shelled case. The part for the main console body seems to be purely hard polycarbonate, while the Joy-Con parts seem to be PC on the front and soft TPU on the back. It's listed as dockable. Our 5th case from Jsaux is a 3-piece case with a kill switch style front cover. This one is $25 discounted from $30. It's composed of a mix of a few different materials, with the main console part looking hard and the Joy-Con parts looking soft. The listing seems to be incomplete as of this writing, so I'm not sure if that front cover is included with the price, but I doubt it. This case also has the big open space around the kickstand like the previous case, but there's a product image here of some kind of game cartridge holder attachment that perhaps slots into that empty space. The last and most expensive case from Jsaux is the mod case for $30 with no discount. The listing seems incomplete, but they've also made this case for the Steam Deck, so I'm going to refer to that one for more information. The big feature for this case is the ability to attach additional accessories to the back of it. It looks like there's a kickstand, a strap for a power bank, perhaps a fan, and one more that I can't identify. The case itself appears to be a single piece, and the front cover has slots on the inside for game cartridges. Plenbo is a brand that I'd previously never heard of before. As of this writing, they actually don't have any accessories listed for the Switch 2, but they have confirmed that they're making an updated version of at least one of their 2 Switch 1 cases for the Switch 2. I say at least because the messaging has been pretty confusing. On Instagram, they've teased both an updated G case and updated grip shield, but on the latest blog post on their website, they refer to the case as the G case grip shield 2, seemingly mashing their 2 cases together. But anyway, I'm including the brand in this video because their G case is very unique in terms of design and is pretty feature-packed. In terms of aesthetics, I'm usually one to go for more minimalist designs, but this over-the-top Gundam or Evangelion looking design on the G case is very appealing to me. For comparison, if you look at their other Switch 1 case, the Grip Shield 1, it's more subdued but has some of Plenbo's signature futuristic design elements just sprinkled in here and there, and I think it looks so much worse because of this non-committal design approach. I feel like if you're going for maximalism, then you should go all out. I won't go into any more detail on these cases as they aren't for the Switch 2, but here's hoping that Plenbo lists their new cases soon. And that's it for another look at Nintendo Switch 2 protective and grip cases. What do you think about them? Which one is your favorite? Is there one from the previous video that you prefer? I've got my pre-order secured for the June 26 launch date here in the Philippines, but I'm not quite sure yet which of the many cases I've looked at over the past 2 videos I'm going to pick for my Switch 2. Ideally, I'd get my hands on a few of them to review and compare, but I'd rather not have to spend a lot to do that, so please send me some cases to review brands. I've actually already received an offer from a brand called Coops to check out some of their accessories, so please look forward to that. Thanks for watching!